Members, this is a memorial resolution. Please take your seat and take your conversation outside the rails. Previously adopted, H.R. 903. Clerk will read the resolution.
H.R. 903 by Darby. Whereas a life filled with meaningful achievements drew to a close with the passing of former state representative Richard James Burnett of San Angelo on September the 17th, 2016, at the age of 94. Whereas Dick Burnett was born in Toledo, Ohio on January 15th, 1922, to Rollo and Margaret Burnett. After graduating from Toledo Central Catholic High School in 1940, he attended Toledo University until 1943, when he answered his nation's call to duty and enlisted in the United States Army Air Force. He trained as a pilot at a number of bases in Texas, including Goodfellow Air Force Base in San Angelo, and he served with the 310th Fighter Squadron, flying a P-47 Thunderbolt in the Pacific Theater. And whereas, following his return to civilian life in 1945, Mr. Burnett earned a bachelor's degree in business from Toledo University in 1947. In that same year, he was joined in matrimony to the former Marjorie Hurt. The couple shared their lives for 41 years until her death in 1989, and together they raised 3 sons, William, Thomas, and John. Their treasured family later grew to include 4 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. And whereas, in 1947, Mr. Burnett embarked on a 3-decade career with the FBI, and he went on to serve in New York, Toledo, Tucson, Puerto Rico. And he was assigned to Dallas in 1964 to help investigate the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. And the following year, he settled with his family in San Angelo, where he worked his final assignment. After retiring from the FBI in 1978, he won election as the city's chief of police and headed to the department for 2 years. And whereas in 1980, Mr. Burnett was elected to the Texas House of Representatives, and he ultimately served a total of 4 terms in office. During his tenure in the legislature, he frequently drew on his expertise with police operations and the legal system, chairing the Public Safety Committee, serving as vice chair of the Law Enforcement Committee, and holding membership on the Criminal Jurisprudence Committee, in addition to taking on numerous other responsibilities in the state capitol. He retired from the House in 1989. And whereas this esteemed Texan further contributed to the San Angelo through his work as president of the Community Justice Council, Adult Daycare, Crime Stoppers, Family Shelter, and the Retired Volunteer Program, and as director of the Tom Green County Tax Appraisal Board and the Public Responsibility Committee and the United Way. Whereas a proud veteran and an accomplished law enforcement professional and a dedicated elected official, Dick Burnett will be deeply missed, but his integrity, patriotism, and generosity of spirit will continue to inspire all those who knew him and loved him. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the House of Representatives of the 85th Texas Legislature hereby pay tribute to the life of the Honorable Richard James Burnett and extend sincere condolences to the members of his family, to his sons William Burnett and his wife Pamela, Thomas Burnett and John Burnett, to his grandchildren Michael Burnett and his wife Ella, Catherine Firebaugh and her husband, Stephen McCary and Macy Burnett, and to his grandchildren Connor and Julianne Burnett, Ezra Firebaugh, and to his other relatives and friends. And be it further resolved that an official copy of this resolution be prepared for his family, and that when the Texas House of Representatives adjourns this day, it do so in memory of Richard James Burnett.
Chair recognizes Chairman Darby.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, Dick Burnett was one of my mentors. He's a member of this House of Representatives. He's a very colorful man, very decorated background, served with the FBI, helped investigate the assassination of President Kennedy, was former police chief in San Angelo, and served in this very House for 4 terms, chairman of a committee. Served with Representative Thompson, of course, but growing up, you have some figures in your life that are important and inform you in what you are, and Dick Burnett was one of those persons. On the dais today, we have his son, John Burnett, 2 of his grandchildren, Macri and Macy Burnett, his niece and godchild Kathy Connolly, and his best friend Joe Fields. We have even more family members in the gallery, including Bill, another one of Representative Burnett's sons. Burnett family members, please rise to be recognized. On behalf of the House of Representatives, we celebrate the life and accomplishments of one of our own members. And so today I'm privileged to stand before you honoring the life of Richard Dick Burnett. With that, members, I move passage.
Members, this is a previously adopted memorial resolution. Please rise for a moment of silence. Thank you, members.